Hello, and welcome back as I prepare to get a beach full of sand ground into my butt crack out amongst the mining colonies of Aven Prime.
Colonists have been informed of your arrival.
They're
eager to see what their leader can do for them.
Yep, and no doubt throw sand into my trousers. I'm not as excited as they are here to be in Perfidious Pete Plays Aven Colony. That's right, here we are, folks, in beautiful Sandy Gulch. And I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a terrible name for a potential vacation spot. I don't really want to be in... I also want to pause the game here. I really don't want to be in Sandy Gulch. Not at all. If you're trying to draw in a tourist, do you really want to choose a name for your town that evokes imagery of the uncomfortable aftermath of beach sex? Probably not. I mean, it's a name that has all of the charm of a sand-filled butt crack, grit-encrusted scrotum wrinkles, and freshly sandblasted labia. It's just, beach sex is real uncomfortable, and that's what this colony reminds me of when you say Sandy Gulch. I mean, with a name like Sandy Gulch, you may as well just have the local JCs stand at the city line and forcibly cram a handful of, like, super fine grit particulate into the underoos of every would-be visitor that comes to town. I can just see them standing out there on the edge, like, "That's right, come on down to Sandy Gulch. After 10 minutes here, your crotch will feel like it's been chewed on by a blood-starved pubic louse for at least a week. Sandy Gulch." I mean, it's not exactly a great catchphrase, guys. Also, it's way too long to fit on a postcard. But hey, there's always hope for the future. Maybe old Governor Pete here can turn this train wreck around. I mean, probably not, because trains aren't exactly noted for having great turning radiuses. Not a strong suit for the train, but we are here in Sandy Gulch, and there was a little situation that we've got going on that happened in between episodes. We're supposed to build a geothermal generator. All right, we'll get on that. But one of our colonists is, like, missing. They went out exploring unauthorized, and now we're sending Jack Torin, asshole photographer extraordinaire, out to try and rescue them from their own idiocy. And we got a colony here, so life support module, okay? Prometheus lander and a life support module. So we've got quite a few colonists here. How's our power supply looking? Not fantastic. We got 30. Most of our energy is probably spent, you know, shaking out our undergarments, trying to keep the damn sand out of there. What do you got? Storage module. Okay. Solar module, storage module, oxygen regulator. We can't build that. That's an automated structure. And the only other thing we have, construction drone hub. So, like, most of our people are unemployed then, right? Yep. Air quality is perfect at 99. Storage is... it's getting there. Okay. So we've got some nanites. First thing we're going to need. How are we doing on water? We have none. How are we doing on food? Terrible. So, priorities then, going to be water and food. They really want us to build a geothermal mission. All right, show me. Yes. Wow. Who would have thought that there it is right there. So we're going to try a little different paradigm for this one. I'm going to try and optimize our strategy by going into like 3x3x3. No drones in range, but we got to be close. We want to try and make basically 9 tile squares and make everything as modular as we can. This initial base setup has kind of hosed us, though. We're not going to be able to do that. But what we can do, let's get a geothermal generator online. We have that connected, and now we can start expanding out around this. This area looks like it's going to be good, but we need food, we need water. First thing every colony needs, you got to keep the colonists hydrated, you got to keep the colonists fed. We're going to have to run water all the way out here, huh? 18 water per hour, 16 water per hour. We're going to need more construction drones. Man, that's really far away. No, it's not that far away at all. So the only water we have is like out here towards this oasis. So what we should do then, let's go ahead and plot out our first, okay, where do we want this water pump to be then? Like where's going to be, this is going to be the highest density water. So what we want is we want running like right along this line is where we want this to be. Colonists are not going to be able to go there, and they won't want to walk through here, and nobody's going to want to work out here. Which is kind of going to suck, but water, I mean, we got to have water. It's fundamental to the long-term success of our colony. We are going to need water at some point. So we're going to drop a tunnel here, and then we're going to have to run this all the way out to where the freaking water is, even though this is going to cost us a fair chunk of nanites, and we're also gonna have to build another construction drone hub out here as well, which doubly sucks. Because before we can start building a water producing structure, we could build one that's bad, I suppose. I mean, this only makes 14.4 water per hour at maximum. That's terrible. How far out can we go? We can go all the way out to here. So let's do... And then what do we get? Then I guess we drop a construction drone hub out here. We may be, like, over-investing early. I'm a little worried, because we're still going to need the ability to get food as well. But, again, we can't even grow food until we get water. And, you know what? Dropping a construction drone thing, yeah, we're going to do it. It gets us 120 gold, 175 potash, and a bunch of nanites as well. The benefits probably outweigh the costs, really. Where's, I can never find drone things. Drone management, there it is. So this only costs us 10 nanites to build. It does cost a little more power than we would like to spend. So we're going to need another power. Well, no, we got this geothermal generator coming online. Never mind, we're going to have an abundance of power very soon. So we're good. We'll get this built. And as soon as that's built, then we can extend this out a little bit. No powered construction. All right, fine. Just, you know what, game? Just go. The drone's got a lot of work to do here. A lot of work. Also, we should probably just go ahead and upgrade them. Let's get a third construction drone. This little guy's got a lot of tunnel to build, although that upgrade is going to be behind all of our other build orders, so... It's fine. We'll get use out of the construction drones. Long term, we're going to make that back. We're going to get it back. We're also preventing potential toxic gas explosion here as well. And as soon as this gets built, the first thing we're going to do is have one of our drones come grab this, get us 100 extra nanites. Is there anything else out here that we could take advantage of? There's a couple other geothermal vents we could start picking into. That's good. Where's food gonna grow? That's another important question. Yeah, let's pause this very quickly. So we can grow, effectively this area is the only place where we're also gonna be able to grow food. So food and water is all gonna come from here. We can't grow shit out here. Although quinoa should grow better because it likes to grow in dry areas. How can we do? So we can get 7.5, 8.8. Food is going to be a real problem then. We're going to have a very difficult time getting food. What if we make this a farm? Can a farm do any better? 6.0. 6.4. The farm actually does worse. So it's going to have to be almost exclusively greenhouses. And I think we'll just have this entire little area here is just going to be, this is going to be greenhouse road. All of our food is going to be coming from this area. And again, we want to go 3x3 if we can, but I think this is going to be the delimiter of us because we're going to have a lot of 2x2 structures out here. And we're also going to want someplace for people to live. So we're going to need a habitat as well. Let's let the drones just keep doing their thing here. Get out there and do your thing. Insufficient power. Well, as soon as the geothermal... There you go. Insufficient power just went away. Objective completed. Welcome to Sandy Gulch. Got 9 nanites for that. Beautiful. Gonna upgrade this bad boy. How much power are you producing? We're working at 60% efficiency. Let's upgrade you immediately. Now we got power all over the place. Good. This is beautiful. New mission is available. Build a water pump. Yeah, no shit. Good work. Yeah, no, but it's fine. We were going to let everybody die of dehydration. We had no intention of building a water pump. Alternatively, we could build atmospheric condensers. Nah, you know what? I think the water pump. 14.4. So hurry up and get these powered construction drones in range. I want to see where peak water is. We're going to have one part of town. There we go. Now we can check out the water situation. We're effectively only going to have one part of town that can produce water. 18 is our maximum. So right there is going to be like optimal water. We get a couple spots that's 16.2. So we want one here. And I feel like we're probably going to need another one, in fact. So let's just go ahead and drop these down. And let's get another water pump right here. We're going to need a lot of water for growing food. We're also going to need a place for residents to live. Let's go ahead and build a habitat. Pete, are you jumping the gun a little bit? You don't have anywhere near enough colonists for this. We're future-proofing the colony. Oh, shit. Hold on. Cancel this. Pause this. Cancel. It's already under construction. We don't want to put our habitats on any place that might potentially eventually grow food. You know what? Cancel that. If these drones weren't so damn efficient. So it's good. We were already starting out in a little bit of a hole here from a colony perspective, and now we have deep into the hole. Excellent work, Pete. Colony's going off great. Boy, the governor's here to save us all. There's no way we're all going to die of dehydration and starvation. Absolutely not. So we've got water online. What do we need first? Food. 9.4 quinoa an hour. Yep. And I think our probably What other melons don't grow for shit? Rice grows okay. Corn not well. Broccoli not at all. Barley does a little better. We really probably just want to focus on, you know, this is pretty good for broccoli. 6.5. Let's do 1 quinoa, 1 broccoli. And I know we just built a little bit of dead space in here, but that's fine. If we need to branch out, this will give us an opportunity and a place to do so. I'm trying to make things a little more open. Let's go pick up this cargo pod. I want to try and keep the infrastructure here at this base just maybe a little more wide open. I know tunnels take power. 1, 2. So we really want this to be 3 wide. So let's do... I know. What are we? We're building a thoroughfare. Man, this does not like to connect when you... What the shit? Alright, very, very strange. But the game doesn't really... It seems to have a problem getting things to connect. And then we need a place to build a habitat. We want this gap in here because, again, the rule is going to be 3 by 3. Also, we're just building... Pete, you're just building tunnels that go nowhere. You're right. I should stop doing that. Where can we put a habitat that's going to be on the 3 by 3 grid? We can put a habitat right here. It's not connected to the colony. It's going to have a little bit of a commute. All things considered, this is going to be fine, though. We got plenty of construction drones. Let's put them to work. New missions available.
Facility would be a good idea.
Build an iron mine. You're probably not wrong. We have iron everywhere. What is this? Objective completed. It got us 10 nanites. So we can put an iron mine right here. We're going to need to connect that so that our people have a pathway to get to it. What's the most efficient way to do that? Well, there probably really is no terribly efficient way, but this way is not horrifically inefficient. So let's grab... We don't have enough nanites to build a mine. Well, we got to wait for them to go get the cargo pod. Insufficient power. There's no way we have insufficient power. What are you talking about? 212 power. Hey, drones, you guys want to go pick up the freaking cargo pod over there? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Oh, this one lone construction drone is out here by itself building a greenhouse. That's the problem. You know what? Prioritize this. Can we prioritize that? We cannot prioritize that. We need this cargo pod. The colony is stymied until you go pick it up. We need those nanites. And then we got to use those to build a way to make more nanites. Gonna go. No, it's fine. Do things in like the stupidest possible fashion. Solitary combat. You're doing the God's work out there. You don't have enough nanites to upgrade you. So we're waiting. I would love to build an iron mine. Any day now. This drone. Okay, who's our drone operator out here? Hold on a second. We found the new Grady Bryant. There's always a Grady Bryant in every colony building simulator, every kind of like planet base. There's always a Grady. His name is Shin Hiller. For a minute, I thought his name was Shin Hitler. And I was going to say, well, I think we found our new Grady Bryant. This man is literally Hitler. But no, it's Shin Hiller. Nora Moore, Zong Wolf, it's Ban Wolf's daughter. One of his many, I'm assuming illegitimate children. Zong Wolf has risen to take up she's here to take up the mantle of Ban Wolf. And no wonder we're not getting shit done out here. Zong Wolf is spending all of her time macking on Shin Hiller and Nora Moore. We can't get anything done because all they do is go to the break room and have sex in a closet. That's their whole day. Doesn't matter where we go or what we do, we cannot escape Ban Wolf. He's everywhere. The guy is like a Visa card. He's everywhere we don't want to be. So where should we put our nanite processor? I mean, it really doesn't matter. The nanite processor can go literally anywhere, so we've got a dead spot in here. Let's just go ahead and fill in the gap. We do want to try and keep it as close to our habitats as possible, although I'm assuming some people have maybe moved out here. Yeah, nobody likes working in this greenhouse because the commute penalty is significant. That's fine. We're going to expand. As we go out this way to these geothermal vents, we're going to want to put housing out here for the people who live there to work in anyway. Also, there are geothermal vents everywhere. How's our O2 quality? Still perfect. Where's our one intake fan? We should have one intake fan. We need to where that's at. We have one intake fan. It's over here. It's given us pretty good air quality for now. We're we're staying pegged at 99. But what we do want to do, just to defend it, since we've got all these geothermal vents, and also because we could use the power, we're going to grab one wind turbine, and since we're not going to be able to build anything else in this direction, I think we just go ahead and cap things off. We'll put one wind turbine down, and that's strictly a defense mechanism for our fan. That's all it is. Picked up 13 nanites, 35 barley, cargo pod, yeah, okay. Winter approaches. We're going to be down to half power. We don't really have any solar power per se, so the fact that we're going to lose some of our overall power output really shouldn't hurt us that bad. We got enough jobs for everybody? How's employment looking? Okay, population is 28. We probably, our next focus needs to be getting more people into the colony. And we sort of want to encourage them to live out in this neck of the woods. So let's build 1, 2. And I think we're probably going to want to go with a trade depot. We got our water pumps pumping. Again, we're going to want to go with a 3x3 block, but we're going to try and reserve this area exclusively for food and water. Are we making nanites? We are making nanites. We're making them slowly, but we are making them.
From a higher level of food output.
Build 2 quinoa farms or greenhouses. Okay. I mean, what if we just switch this over to build quinoa? Done. Yep. Okay. We got 40 porridge for that. And I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm immediately going back to barley. I want a little bit. Wait, it was barley, wasn't it? How much barley are you producing if we do that? I'm fairly certain it was barley. 3.2, 4.7. Well, we've got some efficiency problems, but that's fine. Food is going to be an issue. Getting our population, having enough food to support a hardy population is going to be relatively difficult. Reward is available. What did we get?
I'm pleased with the progress of your colony. You may select one of the following resources.
The food is nice. The potash would also be useful. You know what? Let's take the potash. Because we can use that to upgrade this to a 40% bonus. I'm curious how fast it uses it, though.
Bori, do you copy? I've got the extractor and I've arrived at the location of the transponder.
Oh, Jack is talking.
Okay, I think I see her. Something at the bottom. I see a body. She didn't go far.
Is it Calandra?
I see the exosuit, so it's gotta be her.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna get
Our
out and do a
lady is
scan,
dead.
Help load her into the extractor.
Roger that, Jack.
Wait, you're gonna extract her resources? I mean, shit, that seems maybe a little premature, doesn't it? As soon as you find out she's dead, your first move. What the shit is this? Oh, good. There's a freaking sandworm or something out here. That's, well, wonderful. Does this go away ever? What the hell is this?
What the hell was that?
My words exactly, Jack.
Some sort of giant worm creature.
That thing was not one of the species in our expedition briefing.
Well,
That's the best analysis you have, Vori Markov, as you see that thing rise up out of the ground and splatter shit everywhere, and your thing is, it seems to be some sort of giant worm creature.
in a separate tunnel network from the one you're in right now. So
Nice work, Captain Obvious.
I'll keep an eye out, but you'd better hurry it up.
Build 2 outposts. I don't really want to build 2 outposts.
You see, Governor? This is why we don't go on unauthorized exploration missions on an alien planet.
So you're blaming the dead girl for waking up the sandworm? That seems unfair.
Person who would engage in that kind of reckless behavior.
This thing really wants us to build an outpost. Okay, fine. You know what? We have a little bit of a commute problem here anyway. So let's fill that gap in. We'll get another outpost. This will let us complete this mission, and hopefully they'll give us a mission to like build an immigration center, because we need to do that. Also, water. Pump to 22 per colonist. Pump to 22 per colonist. And it feels like a smart thing to do here would be just immediately go ahead and spend some nanites upgrading these. Keeping our colonists hydrated and fed is like of tantamount importance. It's the most important thing we could possibly do. We are making nanites, so we didn't use any resource there that's irrecoverable. Okay, another mission complete. Good. 66 pasta for our trouble. It feels like a trade facility is going to be relatively important with this setup as well. We kind of need more power. Maybe we go back in and backfill some of these gaps. Yeah, we could use some more nanites. An immigration center? Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted you to give me a mission for, was an immigration center. So I'm going to do that. This does need 8 power, though, and we don't have 8 power. It is winter. You know what? By the time the immigration center is finished, likely winter will be over anyway. It'll be back to summer, and then we can see about how we want to expand, potentially. I really feel like we should just go cap that geothermal vent. Tunnels take power too, Pete. Yes, I'm aware tunnels also take power. It's got to be done. Tunnels take power, but this also gets us power. The problem we're gonna... we should build an energy battery at some point, too. The problem we're going to have with this is nobody is going to want to walk all that way to go to work, man. Our people hate commute times. We really need to develop some kind of mass transit system to keep our people happy, because any sort of commute at all makes them absolutely furious. New mission. Okay. Upgrade a farm. That's never going to happen. Reach a population of 50. I mean, you know, we're working on it, sort of. Drop ships descending to bring us 3 new colonists. It's going to take us a while to get there. Plus, we're going to have to be a little bit cautious about our population controls, because feeding our colonists is going to be difficult. We got a lot of food here, but we're also going to have to figure out ways to feed them. Upgrade a farm. Upgrade a farm or greenhouse. Okay, so we don't have to upgrade a farm. We could upgrade a greenhouse. That I will absolutely do, because yes. I will super upgrade a greenhouse. Oh, I'll upgrade a greenhouse. You know me, I'm Perfidious Pete. You give me like 4.5 seconds, so I'll upgrade a greenhouse. Oh yeah, I will. Nanite processor. I'm tempted to. You know what? I'm going to upgrade you too. I want to get more nanites faster. Yes, it costs nanites to do this, but we're going to get some for completing upgrade a farm mission, which should be done relatively shortly. We should go check in with Ban Wolf, though, and his progeny. The Scions of the Wolf, as they call them. How you doing, Scions of the Wolf? The other girl quit. I'm not surprised. Wait. It's just Zong Wolf and Shin Hitler out here. Power couple of Sandy Gulch. Man, you know, Zong Wolf, your genitals just gotta be ravaged. You live in Sandy Gulch and you spend all of your time having sex in a closet in Sandy Gulch. I mean, somebody's spending a lot of time in your Sandy Gulch, if you know what I don't feel good about that. I hope that lightning didn't hit anything important. Did it? Maybe got our habitat a little bit. It's fine. It's still at 98%. 45 potash. At this point, I really would... I'm never taking broccoli as a reward. I don't care. Whatever you try to do, game, you're never going to get me to take broccoli as a reward. It's just, it is not going to happen. I'm not taking broccoli. Broccoli is not a fucking reward. In no universe is broccoli a reward. There is no universe in which broccoli is a reward for good behavior. If you went to a kid and been like, oh, good job, Billy, as a reward, here's some broccoli, he would punch you in the head. And I'm not even saying Billy's wrong to do it. If he punched you in the head for that, I think Billy has made objectively a right decision. You deserve a punch in the head for trying to reward a kid with broccoli. You brought it on yourself. You brought it on yourself. So, food, water. Okay, we have an abundance of food right now, 35.8 per colonist. So we're good, and we have 22 water per colonist. Okay, so food and water are covered for now. You're right, it could benefit from a trade facility. The secret's going to be figuring out where we want to put that, and then I'm thinking we probably want to put it right over here. So, non-essential structures seem to be, like, congregating into this area. Trade hub takes 36 nanites. We don't have that many, and we're not really making that many. So it's going to be a while. Well, if it's going to be a while, let's just crank up the speed a little bit. How come you guys are working so slowly? Your efficiency is 33% because you have no metals to process. Why don't you? Because your guys are mining 0.43. Okay, well, we're going to upgrade the mine then. We need nanites. Nanites are the fuel that make everything go here. Really, what we just need is some more freaking workers. I mean, we're spending resources making upgrades and changes, and what we really need is just more people to run these buildings. Nobody wants to come live in Sandy Gulch. They're like, no, Pete, you get a crotch full of rock salt the second you show up. Have you seen the JCs? They just wait at the town line, and as soon as you walk in, they're like, hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Sandy Gulch. Here's your crotch full of pain. And then they shove a fistful of, like, super fine grit down there, and it gets all in the wrinkles and skin folds of your scrotum, and you're never getting it out, Pete. You're never getting it out. It's extraordinarily unpleasant. Immigration vessel has docked. What's our speed at? 2? I mean, we're still just waiting for nanites here. Waiting on nanites. This is supposed to be a mining town. How come it's for a mining town? For a steel town girl on a Saturday night who's looking for the fight of her life. Could you stop, Jennifer Beals, and maybe, I don't know, pick up a few nanites on your way home from the store? Something? I mean, we got super amounts of power. We just got nothing to do with it. Welcome to ShipNet.
Okay, Jack, we have the medical facility in place, and
No,
we're
we
ready
don't.
to
What the hell are
begin
you talking
construction.
about?
Jack, are you there?
I'm here, Vori. I've got Calandra loaded in now.
She's definitely dead, though, right? Bullshit. She's been down in a hole with a sandworm for a year. That girl is dead, Jack. She is dead.
But I'll have to speak with her about unauthorized solo expeditions.
You're never gonna speak with her again. She's been dead for months. What the hell is wrong with you two? She's been down in a hole for literally a year. An entire year. Unconscious in a hole? She's dead.
And it wasn't one of those sandworms.
All right. Given her status, I'm recommending immediate return to the colony ship for analysis.
I'm recommending an autopsy given her status because she's very definitely dead. The woman is dead.
Kind of object. She was holding it in her hand when we loaded her onto the medevac.
Probably the thing that killed her.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it's just some piece of equipment.
No, it's definitely some kind of alien artifact. That's for certain. But more
What I
importantly,
just heard was not man-made.
she wasn't holding anything. She's definitely dead, though. Definitely
Vori,
dead.
As much as I do enjoy tomfoolery and shenanigans, as you're so fond of saying, I can assure you that
They will trade us 200
Then I
gold.
admit that
20
that's
gold for
peculiar.
200 corn?
All right, I'll
Sorted.
get back with you. We'll subject it to further analysis back at the colony.
I'm trading actual gold for
Coming out.
figurative gold. Some of that sweet, sweet gold corn on the cob. 16 nanites and 40 fine pasta if we build an air intake or an air filter. Alright, I mean, we can do that. How's our air quality, though? I mean, our air quality is still pegged, but we do have a lot of geothermal vents, and geothermal vents do tend to make an abundant amount of pollution. One of our intake fans is right next to one, though. Why are you encouraging me to do this, game? Our air quality is effectively perfect. It's a little low out here. If we're going to build one anywhere, we should build it out here, I guess. Alright, I mean, I suppose I can build... I will build a level 1 air intake just to fulfill the requirements of the mission and nothing else. But, of course, if we build that, then we also are compelled to build a wind turbine. Just to defend our air intakes. I really don't mind the meta of building the wind turbine, because the wind turbine meta really has no drawback. One, we weren't really going to be able to make use of this tile anyway. It's an automated structure, so we don't have to build a tunnel so that people can get into it. We're going to make more people unhappy about their commute, for the folks that get stuck working at this air fan. But we don't really need it operating at peak efficiency right now either, because we don't really need it at all. We only built it to complete a mission. We got a net gain in nanites for completing that. Net gain in nanites is what it's all about. Am I right? Probably not. Where else could we start building some mines? This colony feels really sprawling. Like it's really spread way, way out. Can we get this? The drone's in range. I'm just wandering around looking for stuff we can steal at this point. If I'm going to be stuck in Stanley Gulch, I might as well rob the
We have
joint.
some thoughts on how to best expand your colony.
Just build any 3 structures. Alright, well, one of the structures I'm going to build then is going to be a lightning tower. Requires an energy battery, which we don't have. Well, we can build one. It's fine. An energy battery is also something that's potentially useful. Where to put it? In what is otherwise going to be a dead tile, so like here. Because the energy battery doesn't need to be, again, doesn't need to be connected to anything, and this idle wind turbine can charge it. Not that proximity, I think, really matters for the battery. I'm pretty sure any extra electricity you have just goes in there and starts charging it. But mostly what we want is the lightning tower. That's what we came to get. We came for the lightning tower. I don't really like the way this is going to be laid out, though. I'm looking for a dead tile. This is effectively a dead tile, and it covers everything except one geothermal. You know what? Yes. Next to this solar panel, we've got automated structure next to automated structure. It's fine. Long term, we're going to be okay. How are we doing on food? 66 per colonist, so we still got plenty of food. How's our happiness? Everybody? Looking, these people are pretty unhappy, actually. How come you guys are so... Never mind, they've bounced back. For a minute, they were super pissed off. Oh, no, now they're back to being angry again. Oh, now they're happy. What's your deal? How come you guys are upset? What's causing you problems? Purpose, freedom, crowding. Colonists grow less happy as their residents become more densely populated, but we don't even have that many people. 17 nanites and 52 broccoli. Okay, we've got 200 corn, 20 gold.
Well done. I'm pleased with the progress of your colony. You may select one of the following resources.
I'm tempted to take the immigrants. Instead, I'm going to take the nanites. Immigrants are a function of time. I mean, theoretically, nanites are also a function of time. But the reason I think nanites are better is because there is a limit to the amount of ore and whatnot that we can extract from these two places. Eventually, this is going to run out. There's only so much that can be done. I don't really feel we need to upgrade our mine. As long as we have a positive balance. Open my inventory. That's actually what I want to do. Okay, you know what? Hold on a second here, Aven Colony. Yeah, an immigration vessel dock. That's nice. We got 17 nanites for building the lightning tower. I really want to open my storage menu, though. Nope, not what I want. Because if we're building up a big stash of minerals, I don't want to chew up all my storage space with minerals we can't use. So if we're mining stuff that we're not going to be able to use, let's stop doing that. It doesn't look like we have any in store at all, though. What is this mining? It's an iron mine, and we have no iron in storage. Just double check. We have no iron in storage, which means our nanite processor is it's outpacing our mine. So yes, let's upgrade our iron mine then. Taking a look, doing the math, making the calculations. You know, a good colony, good solid colony management is all about the facts, numbers, and figures. There's no instinct involved in this. It's just a numbers game. I don't suppose we could get people out here to build another.
From a higher level of food output.
24 per hour? What are we at right now? You really want me to build 24 food per hour? You want me to triple my food output? Triple it. Lightning tower doing some work. Alright, well, tripling our food output is going to be very, very difficult, and I think probably something we'll tackle next mission. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Growing food in the desert's going to be a tough challenge. Looking forward to that next mission, especially considering I have to go out there and detassel all that corn they want us to grow with a crotch full of sand. That's going to suck, man. Sitting out there in the heat with a corn knife, walking the rows back and forth like one of the children of the corn, all the while my genitals being slowly ground down to an even tinier nub. That's going to blow. If you want to see that, I consider subscribing, post new episodes of Aven Colony every single day. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.